Okay, now we're going to move down to the arm, arteries and veins. We're going to start from the top over here. So when I click on this one right here, we have the cephalic vein. So the cephalic veins runs externally over here from when it branches up over here. So when it branches, the internal one, we're going to click on it so we can spell these correctly, is the axillary vein. The axillary vein is the internal one. So here's the axillary vein. And then the arteries that surround this right here is the anterior circumflex humeral artery. Spell that correctly right here. So this one that wraps around, it circumflexes. So it's the anterior circumflex humeral artery. The one in the inner portion acts like the axillary vein. So that is going to be the axillary artery right here. Moving forth, right over here, we have the brachial vein. You can identify this because it breaks off from the axillary vein. So it's the brachial vein right here, brachial vein. Moving down, right here, we have the subscapular artery. So from the axillary vein, behind it is the subscapular artery. So this one over here, internally, is a subscapular artery. Moving forth, we have right here the brachial artery. So right here is a brachial vein. Then down more, a little bit more, is the brachial artery. Moving down over here, this is also part of the brachial artery. So remember, this whole thing right here is the brachial artery. The one that coincides with it, to the side right over here, is the basilic vein. So the basilic vein is right here. Basilic vein. On the outer portion right here, we have the cephalic vein that runs right down here. And it continues to run right down here. So that's the only vein that runs on the outer portion right there. Coming down to the elbow region, right here where it crisscrosses is the median cuboidal vein. So right where it crisscrosses, the median cuboidal vein. I'm going to show you a better picture of that because the word was in the way. So right here, median cuboidal vein. It crosses, so it's in the median. Following that down is the median cuboidal vein. So just remember that whole thing right there is a median cuboidal vein. So once again, I'm going to point right down to it. Right here is a median cuboidal vein. Median cuboidal vein. And this is also part of the cephalic vein. So the cephalic vein runs all the way through. And then right over here we have some arteries. The one that it's internally is the ulnar artery. So this one right here is the ulnar artery. Ulnar artery. So that whole thing is the ulnar artery. The one right here is the radial artery. So this right here is the radial artery, and then it continues to right here. So that whole area right here is the radial artery, because it's to the thumb. Ulnar artery is to the pinky. Okay, and that concludes the arm segment of the arteries and veins.